this examination is to test your preparedness, your knowledge, your everything you've been learning for the whole term, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so please, I want you to concentrate into the review because part of the review questions might be the questions that will come for your exam at the end of this term, okay? So we'll get started right now, okay? Yeah. Are you listening?
Yes.
In this unit, you studied division. You learned how to divide by both 1 and 2-digit divisors using modules and long division. You explored division problems that had remainders and learned how to interpret the remainder in a word problem. Is that correct?
Yes.
In addition, you learned how to estimate quotients and divide by powers of 10 and multiples of 10 in your head. Is that also true?
Yes.
Finally, you applied your division skills to solve money problem. Yeah, money word problem. I can remember we did that during the last class. So these are the vocabularies we need to remember. So Miggy, what's the meaning of this?
Compatible numbers.
Yeah, what do they mean?
Numbers that are easy to compute with.
Good. Numbers that are easy to compute with are compatible numbers. What about dividend? The next one is dividend. What does dividend mean? Yeah, what does dividend mean, Miggy?
Being divided.
Yeah, the number being divided is the dividend. What about divisor?
The number of parts that the dividend is being divided into.
Okay, so dividend is usually the one we want to divide into groups. Then the number of groups is the divisor. For example, if we have 15 divided by 3, 15 is our dividend, while 3 is our divisor because we want to divide 15 into 3 groups. And each group is going to have 5 elements or 5 quantities. Is that clear? So that would be
Yes.
5 in one group, 5 in another group, and 5 in another group. And that's the quotient. So that means the quotient is 5. The divisor is 3, which is the groups or the number of parts. Now, inverse operation. What is inverse operation?
Opposite operation that I do one another.
Okay, for example, if I have 1/5, then 5/1 could be the inverse. And if I have 2/3, then 3/2 can be the inverse. Okay, what is long division? What is long division?
Excuse me.
Okay, just a few seconds, right? Yeah, I was asking you about long division. Yeah, what is long division?
Long division. Method for dividing with larger numbers that break the process into smaller steps.
Yeah, into smaller steps, like multiply the first one, multiply again. I mean, divide the first one, multiply, then subtract, then bring down the next digit, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. What is a multiple of 10?
A number formed by multiplying 10 by number.
Okay, so when you multiply 10 by a number, the answer is going to be a multiple of 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what about quotient?
The result of dividing two numbers.
Okay, and finally, remainder.
The amount left over after dividing two numbers.
Okay, so if we, for example, if you're in a school and in your class there are 30 students, but we want to take people in car, by car to the beach, okay?
Okay.
So if the car can contain only 4 people at a time, so when we pick the first 4 out of 30, there'll be 26. We'll pick the next 4, we'll pick the next 4. By the time we go 7 times, we would have picked 28 students, remaining 2 students in the class, right?
Yeah.
So if the 2 students must go as well, then we must go the 8th time, but the car will not be full at that time. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good. So let's proceed. Let's go to the next session. Modeling long division. Division is when we split an amount called the dividend evenly into a specific number of groups called the divisor. The amount in each group is the result or the quotient. To model whole number division, we can actually show an amount being divided evenly into groups, or we can think of division as repeated subtraction on a number line. Here are some examples. Are you seeing the examples?
Doors are inclusive.
Yeah, 12 divided by 4 is 3. And it means we can firstly remove 4 from 12 to get 8, then 4 from 8 to get 4, then 4 from 4 to get 0. That means we were able to subtract 4 from 12 3 times, okay?
Okay.
And that's why the answer is 3. Or we could group 12 into 4 places equally. So when we drop 1, 1, 1, 1, 4 places, 1, 1, 1, 1, again, 4 places and 1, 1, 1, 1. So nothing is left. Then each group has 3 elements. Dividing decimal numbers can also be modeled. The dividend is represented on a square grid and then divided evenly into groups. Remember that each square on the grid represents 1 out of 100, okay?
Okay.
So look at this. This is 0.27. Why is it 0.27? Because it is 27 out of 100, okay?
Okay.
So each member could be 9 because we're dividing the 27 into 3 places. So each one is going to be 9. So the yellow color is 9. The green color is 9. And the blue color contains 9 boxes. And the 9 out of 100 is 0.09. So the content of each group or the quantity of each group, the number of boxes or grids in each color represents our quotient. Is that clear?
Okay.
So let's go to the next session. To estimate, yeah, this is estimate. This is what? Estimate, okay? To estimate division problems that have 1-digit divisor, round up the dividend to a number that is compatible with the divisor, then divide. Remember that compatible numbers are numbers that are easy to compute with. Let us say, what did they say you should do? It said you should round up the dividend to a number that is compatible with the divisor. Okay, the divisor here is 7, okay? And this is 137, but it's not compatible with 7. So 14 is compatible with 7. Then we can have, instead of 13, okay, we can have 14. Then we have 0 here. So that is 140. So 140 is compatible because 14 divided by 7 is 2. And that means 140 divided by 7 is approximately, is 20, which makes our estimate of 137 divided by 7 to be approximately 20. Is that clear?
Yes.
Now, the next one, estimate the quotient. We want to find the estimate for the result. This is 14.2. 14 is not compatible with 3, but 15 is. Is that clear?
Okay, yes.
So we can say the divisor is 3. We round the dividend, which is 14.3, to a number that is compatible with 3, which is 15, as 15 is compatible because 15 divided by 3 is 5. So a good estimate of the quotient is 5. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. To estimate the division problem that have 2-digit divisors, round up the divisor to the nearest multiple of 10. Now, look at the difference here. When you have only one divisor, okay?
Okay.
You are going to round up the dividend, not the divisor. Is that clear? You're going to round up the number you are dividing. But when you have 2-digit divisors, so it is the divisor you're going to round up to the nearest multiple of 10, okay?
Okay.
Next, you now round up the dividend to a number that is compatible with multiple of 10, then divide. Let's look at this. Round 2,789 divided by 46. We want to estimate the answer. So 46 to the nearest 10 is 50, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Then 2,789 to a number that is compatible with multiples of 10, we could say 2,790, but 3,000 is compatible with 50 because the 90 there will not make it compatible with 50. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good. So 3,000 is compatible with 50. So we go in thousands. That is 3,000. So because 30 divided by 5 is 6, now we have zeros in the end. So we have 3,000 as the dividend now, as the new dividend. So now divide, then remember that to divide by a multiple of 10, you first divide the dividend by 10. Then divide the remaining amount by the front digit. So 3,000 divided by 50 can give us 3,000 divided by 10 first. Okay?
Okay.
Then that's 300, and we have 300 divided by 5, and that's 60. So that means 3,000 divided by 50 is going to be what? 3,000 divided by 50, that's what? That's 60, okay?
Okay.
Now let's go to the next session for work on questions. Dividing all numbers and decimals by powers of 10. Dividing all numbers and decimals. Okay, let's go back to that previous one because there is something I want you to take note of. I want you to take note of when it is 1 digit, round the number you're dividing, okay?
Okay.
So from 1 digit, you round the dividend to a number that is compatible with the what? With the divisor. Is that clear?
Yes.
That is a very good point to take note of there. And the next one to take note of is at the bottom here. That is, when you have 2-digit divisor, you round up the divisor to the nearest multiple of 10, then you round up the dividend to a number that is compatible with a multiple of 10. Then you are going to divide. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now that means we can,
Wow.
so that means we can continue, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So the next session, to divide all numbers and decimals by powers of 10, simply move the decimal point in the dividend to the left. To divide a number by 10, move the decimal point 1 place. So to divide by 100, move the decimal point 2 places. And to divide by a number by 1,000, you move the decimal point how many places? Yeah, 3 places. That's correct. So that is the exact thing to do when you're dividing by powers of 10, okay?
Okay.
Or let's say by multiple of 10. So with this, 5,000 divided by 10, you decimalize at the back, move it once, then you have 500. Is that clear? Then 713 divided by 100, move it 2 steps to the left. That is 7.13. And 4.2 divided by 1,000, move it 3 steps to the left from the front of 4 to the back of 4. So 1, 2, 3. That means there are 3 zeros, okay?
Okay.
Good. Let's go to the next session. Okay, long division. You already know long division, but let's look at this example. Divide 888 by 6. Now, Mickey, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, 6 and 8 is 1. 1 times 6 is 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. Bring down the next 8. Is that clear?
Okay.
Then 6 and 28 is 4. 4 times 6 is 24. 28 minus 24 gives us 4. Then you bring down the last 8. 6 and 48 is 8. 8 times 6 is what? 48. Then 48 minus 48 gives what, Miggy?
0.
0. That means our remainder is 0. There is no remainder, and our quotient is 148. Is that clear?
Okay.
Now, if we multiply the dividend by the quotient, the divisor by the quotient, we are going to get our dividend. Okay?
Okay.
Now, let's go to the next session. Division problems that have remainders. Now, look at this. 1,494 divided by 33. 33 cannot divide 1. It cannot divide 14, but it can divide 149. So 33 in 149 is 4. 4 times 33 is 132. So 149 minus 132 gives us 17. Then you drop down the next digit, which is 4, right?
Yeah.
So 33 in 174 is 5. 5 times 33 gives 165. So 174 minus 165 is 9. In this question, Miggy, what is our remainder?
9.
9, that's correct. That's correct. So 9. To check a quotient that has a remainder, multiply the quotient by the divisor. Okay?
Okay.
In fact, I want you to read this place. Read this place so that you can remember it, okay?
Okay. Wait.
Yeah. You want to do something?
To check a quotient that has
Yeah.
a multiply the quotient by divisors, then add the remainder. The result should be divided.
Okay. Okay. So that
Again,
means,
formula above.
yeah. So that means we have to multiply the quotient by the divisor. What's our quotient? 45. Then 45 times 33 gives us 1485, which is not our dividend yet. But when we had the remainder, which is 9, it's going to give us our dividend. Is that clear?
Yes.
Another example. 30.06 divided by 6. We have 30.06. 6 in 30 is 5. 5 times 30. 5 times 6 is 30. Then you subtract that 0. 6 in 0, not possible. That's 0. So there's nothing. Then bring down 6. 6 and 6 is 1. 1 times 6 is 6. 6 minus 6, that's 0. Is that clear?
Yes.
So it said, notice that the decimal point was brought up from the dividend to the quotient. So the answer is 5.01. Okay?
Yes.
Good. I think we have one more section here. Okay. Let's see what this, we want to begin something here before. In this unit, we looked at 2 types of division word problems. we solved real life problems that are the remainder, and we solved money problems. In money problems that have a remainder, the context of the problem will tell you what to do with the remainder. Is that clear? You can round the quotient up because of the remainder. Ignore the remainder or use the remainder as your answer, depending on what the question says. Is that clear? For example, 14 divided by 5 is 2, remainder 4. So if 14 people are divided into groups of 5, there will be 3 total groups. No, there won't be 3 total groups. Listen again. Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. If 14 people are divided into a group of 5, there will be 2 groups of 5. Okay?
Okay.
Then there will be 1 group that is not up to 5. So the total groups now will be 3. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah, because of the remainder. There will be 2 full groups of 5 when we ignore the remainder. And in the last partial group, there will be only 4 people. And we use the remainder as the answer. Is that clear? Now read this, Miggy.
Send farmer from to the forest, which is of the galaxy by helping him complete the spaceship.
Okay.
Are closing. Use the things to solve each puzzle and send farmer from out of this world.
Okay, next one.
Are closing.
Yes,
Remember,
next.
if you will use it will make it harder for Frank to use his spaceship.
Okay, are you ready to begin this now?
Yes, doors are closing.
Okay, hold on. We are going to start this right away. Let's see. Okay. So, yeah, Miggy, you're making sound, right? So let's start this up, okay? The amount of leftover after, the amount left over after dividing 2 numbers. Read this, Miggy. You are muted, so I can't hear you.
The amount left over after dividing to the
Don't mute yourself so that you can answer real time, okay? Miggy? Yeah, okay now. So,
doors are closing.
the amount left over after dividing 2 numbers. What is the word for the amount left over? You call it what? You call it remainder, right? Right?
Yes.
REMAI, right?
Yes.
MDER, okay?
Okay.
So read this, Miggy.
Number formed by multiplying by number.
So what is that number formed by multiplying 10 by a number? That is multiple of 10, right?
Yeah. Multiple of 10.
So let's spell it M-O-L, then T, right?
Yeah.
Hi, he, her, okay, then he, okay?
Yes.
Then whole, half. Then lastly, we have n, multiple of 10. Numbers that are easy to compute with. What are they called?
I don't know.
Numbers that are easy to compute with are called what? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Numbers that are easy to compute with are called what?
Sorry, I need to go to the toilet.
Okay, okay. Be right back. The question says, yes, numbers that are easy to compute with are called what? They are compatible numbers, right?
Yes.
So how do you spell compatible? C-O-M-P-A-T-I-B-L-E, okay?
Okay.
C-O-M-P-A, yeah, T-I-B-L-E. So compatible numbers. Number, then remain high, right? X. Opposite operation that undo another. What's that called? That is
Opposite of
inverse.
something that
Yeah,
do one another.
that is inverse operations, okay?
Okay.
Inverse. V E R X, okay? Operations. O-P-E-R-A-T-I-O-N-S. Operations. So the number being divided is called what?
Remainder.
No, the one you are dividing.
Dividend.
Dividend, that's correct. So let's take that. E I I D E N D. So the result of dividing two numbers is called what? The result of dividing two numbers is called what?
Quotient.
Quotient, that's correct. Quotient. So let's do this. We want a quotient Q, right? U O
For
T.
why?
Okay. So we're going to continue as soon as we come back. Now the next one. Read this, yeah. Read this. Read this, yes.
Wait.
Miggy, are you reading it? Read it, let me hear.
Um.
Mm-hmm. You're not reading it? What are you doing?
For dividing with larger numbers that breaks the process into smaller steps.
And what is that called? Yeah, what's that called? Yes. That is long division, right?
Yeah.
L-O-N-G D-I-V. Okay.
Okay.
I-X. Now S. Long division. The part of a number that is divided, no, the number of parts that the dividend is being divided into is called what? The number of parts that the dividend is being divided into is the divisor, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so are you there? Spell divisor. D. Spell it. I. Then V. I. Then S-O-R, right?
Yeah.
S-O-R. Divisor. So.
Wait.
Wow. Mission accomplished, right?
Yeah.
Good. Now it's time to work on questions, okay?
Okay.
So let's go back to question 1. Now, remainder.
Cross over the platform T on the
Which one is the opposite operations? That is inverse, which is number 6, okay?
Yes.
Numbers that are easy to compute with are called what? Compatible numbers. That's number 3. Is that clear?
Yeah.
What about the number being divided? That's the dividend. That's number 8. The amount left over after dividing two numbers. That's the what? Remainder. Okay. Miggy, are you concentrating on this? I want your responses. The number of parts that the dividend is being divided into is what? What's the answer to this?
The numbers of parts the dividend is being divided to.
Yeah.
This month plus result.
That's what? Divisor.
Okay.
A number formed by multiplying 10 by a number is what? Multiple of 10, okay?
Okay.
Which number is multiple of 10? 7. Then the result of dividing two numbers is the quotient, okay?
Okay.
Quotient is number 2. Then long division is this one, which is number 5. Is that clear?
Okay.
Good. Next question. Now, what is n? Miggy, what is n? Find n quickly.
N equals 7.
N is 4.
4.
Yeah, 28 divided by 4 is 7, okay?
Okay.
Now the next question. Let's get the next question out. You want to estimate this using compatible numbers. So when you are dividing by one-digit divisor, you are supposed to round up the dividend to a number that is compatible with the divisor. So which number is compatible with 6? Here, this is 23. 24 is compatible with 6, right?
Yes.
So we can say 24 divided by 6 is 4. Then we have 2 zeros. Is that clear?
Okay.
So then the answer should be what? The answer should be what?
3,000.
No, I said 24 divided by 6. 24 is compatible with 6, okay?
Okay.
So 24 is compatible with 6. So 24 divided by 6 is 4. Then you have 2 zeros, 4 and 2 zeros. So which option should we go for?
4,000.
4 and 2 zeros. Check it again.
400.
400. So how did we get 400? Because we used 24. 24 instead of 23, okay?
Okay.
Then that gives us 4, then the remaining is 0. So next question. Find n. Find n. What is n?
Platform A for train service towards Ucheon.
Miggy, concentrate. What is n?
70.
Okay, why? Because if you remove 1 0 and 35 divided by 5 is 7, then you have 70. That's correct.
Okay.
47 was divided by a power of 10 to get 0.07. So what will be the power of 10? If I divide 47 by 10, I have 4.7. By 100, I have 0.47. By 1,000, I have 0.047. Is that clear?
Okay.
Good. Then 34.96 divided by 8. So we actually want you to divide this. So how many 8 is in 34? That's 4, remainder 2. So we have the last two answers relating, okay?
Okay.
Then how many 4 in 29? Because this is remaining 2. We have 29, 2 and 9. 4 in 29 is what? Yeah, wait a minute. 32. Take it away from, I don't think this answer is correct. Let me see something. 34.96. Okay, it's 8. We're using not 4. Okay?
Okay.
So 8 in 34. That's 4. So the last two answers. Then we have 2. 8 in 29. That's 3. So it's the third option. Is that clear?
Yes.
Because 8, that's 24, remaining 5. So 8 in 56 is 7. So the third option. I mean, just to do it in your head without even calculating. So this one says divide this by a 2-digit number. So the nearest multiple of 10 here is 60, okay?
Okay.
But we never can tell if this is not an estimate. So 1368 divided by 57, it's actually possible. So 57 in 136, it's going to give us 2 because it can be 3. Then the one with 2, we have the third option and the last option. But the correct answer is the third option. Is that clear?
Okay.
Now the next question. We have
train service to Marina Bay and Marine St. Pierre.
Miggy. Read the next question. Read the next question for me, Miggy.
360 divided by 6.
Yeah. So how many 6 in 23? That's 3. So which of them have 3? The first and the last option, okay?
Okay.
Now, if you remove 18, you have 5. How many 6 in 51? That's 8. So then it should be the last option, okay? Is that clear? So 2316 divided by 6 is actually 386. All right, then the next question. We are getting close to the end of the class, okay?
Okay.
On your own sheets of paper, use long division to divide these and tell me the remainder. Quickly do that, Miggy.
What is the remainder?
Yes.
12?
Find the remainder, okay?
Okay. Doors are closing.
Do it quickly.
22. I think it's 22.
It's 22. Are you sure? You're not sure. Do it. You didn't do it. Do it, okay? Don't just pick an answer, Miggy. Do it and find your remainder.
Okay.
The correct answer should be 12, okay?
Okay.
But make sure you do it. So what we'll do is that we're going to take this to the board, okay?
Okay.
And we'll quickly do it so that you get the knowledge, not just getting the answer. Can you see the board now?
Friends.
Good. So how do we divide? We want to divide, let's say, I'm using this. This is too long. So what do I write inside, Miggy? What do I write outside? You're not talking, Miggy. 39 cannot go in 5, but 39 can go here 1. Miggy, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So 1 times 39 is what? 39.
39.
So what is 55 minus 39? Miggy?
Yes.
55 minus 39 is what? That's 16. Then I bring down the next digit, which is 5. So we check how many 39 is in 165. That is 4, okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
what is 4 times 39? Or what is 39 times 4? That is 156. So Miggy, I'm waiting for you. What is 165 minus 156? Miggy, sit up and do it. 165 minus 156 is what?
12.
No. 165 minus 156 is what? Do it.
Tanjong Paga.
I'm waiting. 165 minus 156. Do it, Miggy.
Um.
165 minus 156. Yeah? I'm waiting.
9.
9, that's correct. So what's the next digit to bring down, Miggy?
0.
0. So how many 39 can we see in 90? How many 39 is possible in 90? That's just 2, okay? Okay?
Okay.
What is 2 times 39, Miggy? 39 times 2 is what? That's 78. Then 90 minus 78 is what? 12. And that's our remainder. Is that clear?
Yes.
So I want you to really study this so that you can do it correctly in your exam. So we have 2 more questions to go. On your own sheet of paper, find the remainder of this. I have shown you what to do. So Miggy, do this quickly, okay?
Okay.
Now I'm waiting. Sit up, sit up, sit up, and do it quickly. You don't have any time to lose.
Three.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Then the next, which is the last question. Read this question, Miggy.
A 3-pound block of cheddar cheese is $5.88. How much is each pound?
So what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Yes? No. 3 pound cost this in total. How much will one cost? If the price of 3 is 5.88, what's the price of 1? For example, if the price of 3 is 6, then the price of 1 is 2. 2 give us 6. So that is 6 divided by 3 gives us 2. So what are you supposed to do in this case?
Multiply.
Did I multiply? No. I said if there are 3 that cost $6, then you divide to get 2. That is 6 divided by 2. 3 gives us 2. So what are you going to do in this case? To get the price of 1, what are you going to do? You are going to divide 5.88 divided by 3. Now, tell me the price of 1. Do it. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Sit up. Do it. You want to round up. Sit up. Do it. Yes, Mickey, sit up and do it quickly. Is this the last question? Yeah, that's the last question. So do quick. Miggy, I'm waiting. What's your answer?
The fourth option.
First option. How did you get that?
Oh, I said the fourth option.
Okay, fourth option. That's correct. So, are you going to turn it in?
Turn in.
Okay. And with that, what's your score for this?
Perfect.
So that means you should always concentrate, because if you don't concentrate, you're not going to have a perfect score. Is that clear?
Yes.
We are almost to the end of the class for today. Unfortunately, there is no time to go into piano lesson today, but on Wednesday, yeah, today is Monday. So on Wednesday, if we finish our class early, then we will do piano lesson, okay?
Okay.
And that is about the last thing. It's like a test on that day. So I want you to actually prepare, because when we log in by the grace of God on Wednesday, you are the one that will do the test. Okay?
Okay.
So, Miggy,
Yes.
how was the class today? Can you tell me your experience about today's class?
The experience is good.
It's good, okay. And let's see. Have you learned, did you learn anything? Can you tell me, just summarize everything, anything that you remember about today's class?
I learned about division.
Oh, about division. Can you tell me more? Yeah.
I learned a lot.
A lot. Like what? Yeah, like what and what and what? Maybe we mentioned 2 things or 3 things, yeah. Multiple of compatible numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
Multiple.
Multiple of 10, power 10 or something. Okay, no problem. So make sure you do your revision very well, okay?
Okay.
And this is where we'll be ending the class for today. So goodbye for now.
Bye.
Bye.